Hey everybody, Andre Meunier here, beer writer for the Oregonian and Oregon Live, continuing my impromptu series, checking in with Portland, Oregon, and Southwest Washington breweries and brewers, seeing how they're doing through all of this coronavirus difficulty. Today, my guest is Dan Malech. He's one of the two founders, along with Rob Lutz, of Stormbreaker Brewing there on North Mississippi Avenue in North Portland. How you doing, Dan?
We are hanging in, Andre.
Yeah, are you still working hard?
Yeah, the brewery is definitely switched to obviously a home delivery beer company, but we are definitely keeping busy trying to figure all that out.
Let's get back to when things all kind of fell apart. What happened at Stormbreaker when all the bars and restaurants had to shut down and you guys realized, oh God, we got a hard time coming. Tell me about that moment there.
So we kind of thought about what was going to happen before it happened. So I would say like 4 days before the impending, shutdown came, we started talking about like, we're going to have to deliver beer. Like that's how we're going to survive. So how do we do that? So we contacted immediately our web guy, like, can you help us set up our store rather quickly? Of course, I mean, not of course, but he had a family emergency. So he was flying back to the East Coast, which, was tough for us. So we kind of learned how to do a little web making, and I was working with Squarespace to figure things out, but he was able to assist when he could. And then the thing about Stormbreaker, at least, as we're self-distributed. We have our own sales team, our own truck. So this was something that we were kind of built for. And logistically, I mean, Rob ran a beer distributor in New York. He worked at Point Blank. I worked at UPS for 10 years.
You guys know how to get stuff places.
We know how to move product,
at
least physically, and use some technology to kind of help us.
I noticed on your social recently that you've been working out and dropped some weight and getting healthy and strong. That must have come in handy.
Yeah, I do still run every morning. Try to keep those lungs strong, which makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Every time I run too hard and let out a little cough, I kind of freak out for a minute, but then I just realize I'm okay.
I know, I hear you. Working from home has allowed me to get out and run a little bit more myself, but I'm not losing any weight because I'm drinking too much beer right now, but
Right.
I guess we'll address that in a little bit. So tell me about the two pubs. Can people get to go from both of them? Are you delivering from both of them? How's your delivery and to go working?
Okay, good question. So our beer delivery is headquartered at our main brewery on Mississippi. So anytime someone goes to our website and orders online, all deliveries are based out of that pub. So that's our pub hub, I guess.
Gotcha.
And so as far as food goes, on our St. John's pub, to serve the St. John's community, our kitchen's completely open, full menu. You can order online as well, but it's just
nice.
for pickup or curbside. So we'll bring it out to you, or you can come in and get it. But so there's no food delivery on that side. On the Mississippi location, we are not doing a full kitchen anymore. It was really too much to manage.
Yeah.
And so we just offer these beer drinker snack packs that people can buy. It's a nice, cheese assortment and crackers and fruit and things like that, which is a nice addition to the beer delivery.
Yeah, for sure. Rob's not here because he was brewing this morning, right?
Yeah, Rob's. I mean, he's keeping the ship afloat for us as best he can, and he is brewing, which is a nice kind of reprieve from all the situations that are going on. So I know that kind of helps with sanity. We did have a big canning day yesterday. That the good news is, as of all the people we've had to cut, we still are employing about 8 people to kind of help us with our delivery, our phone orders, and of course the brewers. We try to give them as many hours as we can, whether it's canning or brewing and things like that.
How much of your staff did you have to cut down?
Oh, tremendous amount, about 80%.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's got to be really, really hard on you guys to have to do that, knowing, I mean, you're not a big operation, you're close to these people. That had to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to see anyone not be able to make a living. We feel responsible for our whole Stormbreaker family. But we're putting our trust in the system. We've given people advice on how to kind of survive during this time.
What are you telling them?
Well, I mean, as soon as it happened, I mean, we weren't going to beat around the bush. We're like, look, this is coming. You have to make sure you take care of yourself first. I mean, so apply for unemployment, get the things done that you need to get done. For some reason you need to take a job at a grocery store because you're hiring, go ahead. Your job will be here when we reopen, whenever that may be. So we just want to make sure everyone's, taken care of as much as possible.
Yeah, I bet. So for delivery ordering, I just put out a story about 18 beers that you can order right now from Portland breweries, and they'll be delivered this weekend. You guys are on that list. I just picked out your red, which is one of my favorite of your beers. What else are you guys offering?
We're offering a ton of beers, actually. Yesterday we just canned for the first time ever Right as Rain, which has a beautiful label. Of course, I don't have it right in front of me, but
I do like your marketing there in your video, though. What do you got there?
Always marketing. But we've got about 10 different cans available on our website, and we're actually also going to we're going to do another canning run April 8th, where we'll be releasing Safety Meeting, which won a bronze at the OBAs. It's a nice pale ale as well. And so we do have quite a large offering. Plus, for takeout orders, if you were to come in, we can crowler up any of our other choices.
Awesome. Speaking of that OBA winner, this must be quite the crazy year for you guys. You won 4 awards at the Oregon Beer Awards, going on a big high in the beginning of 2020, and now this. What an emotional jerker,
Yeah, when you think about it, I saw somebody posted a picture about it, about their OBA experience, and I was like, oh, I remember that. And that was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But I can't believe it was about a month ago.
Right.
It's wild.
It's been quite a year. Well, Dan, thanks a bunch. Really appreciate you coming on and telling us what's going on at Stormbreaker. And if people want to order your beer, they can go to your website and do the online order thing. And
yes, and I'll just jump in while I have it on my mind. We created a couple of fun things for people to do at home, like drink your movie. So we have 3 movies that people can buy pairings for. So we have
nice.
Avengers. Yeah, so if you buy the Avengers Endgame script from us, it comes with 6 beers. You share it with a friend, and at certain scenes, they pair with certain beers. So it's a lot of fun to kind of do that.
Oh, I love it. That makes me think of Binary Brewing's Big Lebrewski.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we've got 3 movies right now. We got Willy Wonka, Avengers Endgame, and Kingpin, with more coming every week.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully our library doesn't get too big so we can just see everyone at the pub soon, but I think it's going to be a bit of a long haul.
I think so too. Well, that's great, Dan. Well, best to you and Rob, and thanks for taking the time to check in with us, and we'll catch up with you soon. And everybody go order some Stormbreaker beer.
Thanks a lot. It was actually good to see your face and see somebody I don't see every day besides my kids and a couple guys at work.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Good to see you, Dan.
Cheers, Andre.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.